Hey guys, welcome to my first Java tutorial. If you're a beginner to programming, Java is a good place to start. It's got very similar syntax to a lot of other programming languages. It's an object-oriented language. It's just a good place to start if you want to get into programming. Now, this tutorial is going to be just for Windows, so the process setting it up is going to be very similar on Mac. Everything after that is going to be exactly the same. If you're on Linux, you can probably figure it out yourself. The first thing we're going to do here is we're going to download Java. Now I've already got it open here. I'll put this link in the description. This takes you to a list of all the different versions of Java you can download. Now we're going to be downloading the Java JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, and we want to download the Standard Edition. So on this page here, the most recent version is SE12. We download that, get taken to this page. We need to accept the license agreement, and then, depending on which operating system you're on, I'm on Windows 64-bit, so download this one. I downloaded the exe, it's just a bit easier. And then you should get this file down here once you downloaded it. And when you run this, come up, you'll agree to install it. Just wait a second. I've already installed it, so yeah, let's reinstall it. This might take a minute. You just basically got to click next a bunch of times. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to click next here. Just close, and that's it. We've installed the JDK, and the next thing we're probably going to want to install is an IDE. So for this tutorial, I've decided to use NetBeans. It's just a good IDE for beginners. It's not what I use when I develop, but it's a good place to start. It's very easy to set up. I just think it's a good choice. So here is the link for the NetBeans website, netbeans.org. When you get there, you click download, and it can be a little bit confusing. You want to download the latest one, so version 10. This kind of confused me at first because there isn't really like a download link. What you're going to want to do is you want to go binaries, and then click this one here, and then you're going to want to click this one here. All that information, you don't need to worry about it. That's all just about verifying that you've downloaded the right file, which it's not really necessary unless you're really worried about getting hacked. So I haven't installed NetBeans yet, so we can do this one together. What we're going to want to do here is unzip this folder that they've given us. So I'm using WinRAR, but you'll probably be using something else. I'm just going to extract it to the desktop, and I'm going to say display files in Explorer. Alright, now it's finished extracting. Yeah, let's go to desktop and NetBeans. There it is. And open a folder called bin and run NetBeans. So I'm a 64-bit user, so I could use 64. It doesn't really matter. Alright, this is a new idea. I haven't used this one yet. Alright, now time to get started, alright? We've got Java, we've got NetBeans. Let's create a new project. And we want to do a Java project. Java application, just keep this all default. Ooh, finding feature. What's going on here? In order to use this functionality, support for Java SE must be activated. Activate, surely. Alright. Now, project name, what are we going to call it? Shall we say Hello World? Very original. Alright, now you see here is our code, and this is like our folder structure over on this side here. So anything that we write in here is what's going to get run. This is all we really need to focus on at the moment. You can kind of ignore basically everything here except for this bit where it says to do code application logic here. This is what we're going to change today. Let's delete that and write system with a capital S dot out dot println. Then we're going to do two brackets, open and closing, inside those two inverted commas, and we're just going to write hello world. And then every line in Java needs to finish with a semicolon so that it knows that you've finished that line. Alright, and I saved that, and now we want to run this, make sure it works. Over here there's a green triangle, and let's click that and see what happens. Now you see down here, hello world, means it was successful. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for this video. Next video we're going to get into some more interesting stuff. I'm going to make a simple calculator program, I think. So stay tuned.